What's up everybody, WayoftheBey here, and today we're going to be starting Combo Battle Tournament 39. So today is episode 39 of our Combo Battle Tournament series. For this CBT, we recently released an announcement, and with that announcement, you the viewers commented your combos, and with those combos, we randomly picked 16 of those Beyblades. And with those 16, they're going to be battling in a tournament-style bracket. We have 16 Beyblades, they're going to be battling out till we have the two final Beyblades battling for the title of champion. These Beyblades will be battling in the basic Kartami Stadium. We'll be going to 3 points, bursts are 2 points, and ring out and survivor finishes are 1 point each. We will have the first round of battles, quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the final round. If y'all are excited for the battles, make sure to leave a like on the video, to subscribe if you haven't yet, and to ring that notification bell. That way you can be alerted when the next video comes out. But now here are the combos, the bladers, and the matchups for this CBT. So for round 1, we have Sebastian Ezra with their World Spriggan going up against Boy Kokichi's Imperial Valkyrie. Round 2, we have Oz First Uranus going up against Lane Yagami's Dread Bahamut. Round 3, we have Super Alon's Dynamite Belial F-Gear going up against Max Lund's Vanish Fafnir. Round 4, we have Cage Fan's King Diabolos going up against Jason Tanvivar's Fafnir Volcano. Round 5, we have Psycho Sam's Brave Ragnarok going up against Suherlin's Death Hyperion. Round 6, we have T-Bird Brothers King Longinus going up against Brandon M's Dread Bahamut. Round 7, we have Terran Mellerson's Bushin Diabolos going up against Union Kel's Emperor Fornius. And then round 8, we have Joshua Brown's Variant Solomon going up against Gabriel Ian's Mirage Helios. So those are the bladers and the matchups for this CBT, and for you, make sure to stay to the end because there are a lot of amazing battles on the way. But without further ado, let's go on to the first round. And here we are at the stadium. We have round 1, Sebastian Ezra's World Spriggan going up against Boy Kokichi's Imperial Valkyrie. And today, Ryan is helping me with the battles. So let's go to round 1. Remember, we're going to 3 points. Let's see. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, both Beyblades landing in the stadium. There are some good clashes. Both are now in the center. And they are opposite spin of each other, so they can counter each other. But other than that, they are pretty good. A pretty good driver. And the layers are pretty competitive. So let's see how this round goes. It seems it's going down to stamina. Let's see who keeps spinning. This is a close one, and ooh, a little bit of scraping, but World Spriggan manages to get that, so getting the first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both Beyblades landing in the stadium. There's some scraping, but other than that, they're just fighting in the center now. And some good small taps going back and forth. World Spriggan in the center, Imperial Valkyrie around, spinning, dealing some attacks. Teams are going down the stamina once again. Will World Spriggan get it once again, or will Imperial Valkyrie start making a comeback? Let's see, and ooh, World Spriggan getting another point. So World Spriggan managing to get another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both Beyblades landing. And Imperial Valkyrie doing pretty good with attacks. Both fighting in the center. But World Spriggan is just defending. Yep, in the center, opposite spin. And it does have 2D, which is pretty much only good against opposite spin opponents. So World Spriggan has the advantage, but who knows? Let's see. It's a close one. Imperial Valkyrie's doing a lot better. Ooh, I'm actually going to say that did go to World Spriggan just barely. It was just slightly spinning, but that was the closest round yet. But that means Sebastian Ezra's World Spriggan manages to get 3 points, moving on to the quarterfinals. And now for round 2, we have Oz First Uranus going against Lane Yagami's Dread Bahamut. And both of these are once again opposite spin of each other, so another counter battle. Let's see how it goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both Beyblades landing in the stadium. And once again, we have a 2D chassis Beyblade in an opposite spin battle. But this time, it's going up against Dread Bahamut, which is a pretty good layer. So let's see how these Beyblades do. It will be going down to stamina. Both of these defense-ish combos are doing pretty well. Now going down to stamina. This is going to be a close one. Let's see who can keep on spinning. Ooh, and first Uranus is the one that keeps on spinning, and it does have Mobius, which is also good in opposite spin. So first Uranus getting the first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both Beyblades landing. This time there are some intense clashes, both going back and forth. But other than those intense clashes, it's just like the last round. Both are just in the center now, absorbing and countering each other. And it seems it will be going down to stamina, just like the last round. Some good small tapping, but other than that, it seems to be going down to stamina. Let's see who gets it. Ooh, and once again, first Uranus getting it. So another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Dread Bahamut instantly going for the attack and getting a ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, there are some good clashes. The first ring is making contact with the Dread layer, but other than that, now the 2D chassis gets in the way, and it's once again another stamina battle. First Uranus sort of in the center, Dread Bahamut spinning around. You can hear it making contact with the 2D chassis, but other than that, it's going down into stamina. Let's see who gets this. It'll be a close round. And once again, first Uranus getting that with another survivor finish. So first Uranus now has 3 points, another Beyblade moves on. And now it's time for the third round, and with the third round, we have Super Elon's Dynamite Belial going up against Max Lund's Vanish Fafnir. So this is the next round, and surprisingly, the battles were randomized, but we get 2 DB-Beys battling, and they have rubber, so let's see how this battle goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so now both in the center, going back and forth with some attacks. Ooh, and the rubber did reflect lots of attacks, both going back and forth. And with those back and forth movements, Dynamite Belial, with that up here, was able to reflect an attack and get a ring out finish. So Dynamite Belial getting the first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Vanish Fafnir and Dynamite Belial collide, having Dynamite Belial go into the pocket. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing once again, and Dynamite Belial once again getting thrown into the stadium. The rubber on Vanish Fafnir is good for offense and defense. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so once again, both landing with some intense power. Ooh, Dynamite Belial scraping. Maybe it'll be able to counter and recover some spin since they both do have rubber. But it's a lot of scraping. Might not do so well, we'll have to see. Alright, going down to stamina, let's see. Will it be a draw? Or will one Beyblade keep spinning? Ooh, and Vanish Fafnir managing to keep on spinning. So Vanish Fafnir doing pretty good with knockouts and survivor finishes, getting 3 points and now moving on. And with that round out of the way, we are now in round 4 and round 4. We have Cage Fan's King Diabolos going up against Jason Tandivar's Fafnir Volcano. So this time we finally have a same spin battle. Both are left. Let's see how this battle goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both Beyblades landing in the stadium. Ultimate Reboot Dash starting off pretty well, but then activates going straight into the pocket. So with Ultimate Reboot Dash, any moment it can just activate, and that moment got thrown into the pocket. So Fafnir Volcano getting the first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so Fafnir Volcano going around. Ooh, King Diabolos going into the pocket but managing to recover. Both now fighting in the center. Ooh, lots of good attacks, but yeah, King Diabolos is just not able to survive long enough. A stamina driver versus Ultimate Reboot Dash, not going to do so well, so Fafnir Volcano getting another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium, and this time, King Diabolos, right before a self-KO, managed to get a ring-out finish. So take down their opponents if they're going to go down either way. So King Diabolos managing to get at least 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both Beyblades landing. And King Diabolos dealing some good attacks. And although it's smaller than Fafnir Volcano, it still packs a punch in the stadium. But now it's going down to stamina, where King Diabolos doesn't do so well. Yep, and there you have it. Fafnir Volcano getting another point. So Fafnir Volcanoes gets another point with 3 points now, moving on. And now it's time for round 5. We have Psycho Sam's Brave Ragnarok going up against Suckerland's Death Hyperion. So let's see how the battle goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, battle starting with both these right-spinning Beyblades landing in the stadium. And Brave Ragnarok dealing some good attacks. Ooh, and going down to stamina, and wow, if there wasn't a ring out, it was going down to stamina. And Death Hyperion does have the Nothing Driver, which is pretty good with stamina, so getting the first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, battle starts off with a large clash, both fighting now. And going down to stamina, Brave Ragnarok making a comeback, getting another point. Both are now tied with 1 point each. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, battle starting with some more good attacks. Brave Ragnarok dealing tons of attacks, but if it's not enough power to get a ring out or survivor finish, it starts to scrape, and there you have it. Death Hyperion getting another point. They're just going back and forth. So let's see how the next round goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, alright, this round, Brave Ragnarok, lots of attack power, getting a sort of ring out survivor finish. It's both. Either way, Brave Ragnarok getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, battle starting with both Beyblades landing. Ooh, some good clashes, both going back and forth. And Brave Ragnarok doing pretty good and managing to outspin Death Hyperion. They were going back and forth, but after a while, Brave Ragnarok just stopped and took over the battle, getting 3 points, and now moving on. And for round 6, we have T-Bird Brothers, King Longinus, going against Brandon M's Dread Bahamut. So these are now left types, so let's see how the battle goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so King Longinus in the center, Dread Bahamut zooming around. Now we have Dread Bahamut on the Atomic Driver versus King Longinus on the Wave Driver. So let's see how these two do. Both just tapping back at each other. They both are the same spin, so no countering each other with spin steal or absorption. So let's see how it goes. Ooh! And King Longinus clicked a little, but managed to get a burst finish. That battle didn't look like anything big was gonna happen, but King Longinus slowly chipping away at Dread Bahamut until the final attack landed a burst finish, getting 2 points. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both Beyblades landing once again, and King Longinus on the Wave Driver, compared to the last battle, is moving around a lot more, and getting another burst finish. Alright, so we already know who the clear winner is. It is King Longinus with 2 burst finishes so far, getting the most points this round with 4 points, moving on. And now for round 7, we have Taran Mellerson's Bushin Diabolos going up against Union Kel's Emperor Fornius. So both of these are right spin Beyblades, a pretty round layer. Let's see how they do. They do have attack type drivers. Let's see. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium. And lots of good attacks. They're just bouncing off each other. And surprisingly, Emperor Fornius managing to get a survivor finish. Even though Bushin Ashura is a lot bigger, or Bushin Diabolos is a lot bigger, Destroy Dash compared to Hold Dash, better with stamina. So Emperor Fornius is getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing. Bushin and Diabolos moving around, hopping a lot, and losing stamina pretty quickly. For some reason, it's a really unbalanced combo. And the tiny Emperor Fornius gets another victory. So Emperor Fornius getting another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, battle starting, and wow! Bushin Diabolos had a chance right here to get a ring out, but Emperor Fornius surviving and getting a ring out instead. So Emperor Fornius getting 3 points, moving on. And now for the final round of the first round of battles, we have Joshua Brown's Variant Solomon going up against Gabriel Ian's Mirage Helio. Alright, so to finish it off, we have an opposite spin battle, but this is Variant. Let's see how it does. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing, and ooh, Mirage Helios doing some acrobatics, but then getting launched into the pocket by Variant Solomon. So Variant Solomon, surprisingly, getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades once again landing. A really loud screech, but now both are fighting in the center. Variant Solomon is actually doing pretty good. Mirage Helios in the center, Variant Solomon going around on the hybrid driver. There were some good clashes at the bottom as both landed and started hitting the walls, going back and forth. But now it's going down to stamina, it seems. And Variant Solomon might be wasting some stamina. Let's see what the strategy is here. Alright, going crazy, dealing some good attacks. Going down to stamina. Ooh, this time Mirage Helios getting that point. So making up for that last round, getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so once again, both landing with some good clashes going back and forth. Lots of good contact. Ooh. But it seems to be going down to stamina again. Yes, stamina. Ooh, that could have been a ring out, but hybrid going crazy. Ooh, and with all that craziness, managed to just stay alive. So hybrid, you take a chance on that. It'll either help you or just go crazy. And at that moment, it did both, managing to get another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. All right, both landing. Good contact, both going around. Ooh. And that is a wrap for this battle. Oh, actually, oh no, it's still kind of going on. Okay, no. All right, so yeah, Mirage Helios bursting Variant Solomon is on a 1S chassis, which doesn't have good burst resistance, but surprisingly did really well in this battle. Both going back and forth. Tons of good attacks, but Mirage Helios 2 is the one with 3 points now. So after an amazing battle like that, Mirage Helios 2 getting 3 points, and with these 3 points, this is the final Beyblade. Moving on, now we go on to the quarter-finals. So that's a wrap for the first round of battles. We had 16 Beyblades enter, and now only 8 are left. So now let's go on to the quarter-finals. So for the first round of the quarterfinals, we have Sebastian Ezra's World Spriggan going up against Oz First Uranus. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing in the stadium. First Uranus is going around on that Mobius driver while World Spriggan in the center. The 2D chassis both have activated their blades and are now slowing down. They are making some small contact, but it's just the rubber on 2D. Both going back and forth now. Ooh, this will be a close one. Let's see who gets it. Ooh, and World Spriggan getting that with a survivor finish, still spinning. So World Spriggan getting the first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing and some good contact, but once again, they're landing, fighting in the center, and this time, 2D chassis are both making contact with each other. The rubber blades are slowing them down tremendously, but they're staying in place as they're attacking. We have World Spriggan and First Uranus slowly losing stamina. Let's see who gets this. Ooh, and that is going to First Uranus. So First Uranus getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, First Uranus on that Mobius driver going a little wild, but managing to stay in the center now. Both fighting, and once again, the 2D chassis is just grinding on the other 2D chassis. Both slowing down. You can hear some small tapping between the layers. Ooh, going down to stamina once again. Let's see who gets this. It'll be a close round. Ooh, it seems World Spriggan was slightly still spinning that round, getting another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing. First Uranus once again landing, hitting the wall, but managing to recover. Both are now in the center, countering each other's attacks with that 2D chassis. The barrier is out, blocking their attacks, slowing them down tremendously. This will be a close round like the others. World Spriggan just needs 1 more point, but let's see if First Uranus can make a comeback. Let's see. Ooh, First Uranus is still slightly spinning right there with all that movement. So the point is going to go to First Uranus. Now both Beyblades have 2 points each. Next point goes to the winner. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, both Beyblades making contact with the wall and are now in the center with some fierce clashes. Barrier against barrier. Let's see who can break the barrier and get a survivor finish. Both in the center, lots of good attacks. They just need to spread apart from each other if they want to get a survivor finish. This will be a close one. Let's see. Ooh, and after slowing First Uranus down, then knocking it to the side, World Spriggan actually manages to get that with a survivor finish. So World Spriggan now with 3 points will be moving on to the semifinals. And now it's time for round 2 of the quarterfinals. We have Max Lund's Vanish Fafnir going up against Jason Tanvivar's Fafnir Volcano. So a Fafnir battle, both are left spin. Let's see how they do. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades going around the stadium. Ooh, and Vanish Fafnir right before a self-KO on that drift driver, going in for the attack and getting a ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing once again. Lots of movement on those pre-spin drivers. Vanish Fafnir hitting lots of walls. Gonna run out of stamina soon, but now they're making contact and... Ooh, that lad was insane, but out of stamina. That drift driver does best against opposite spin opponents. So Fafnir Volcano gets 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium. Some good contact, both going back and forth. In the center, so Vanish Fafnir didn't waste a lot of stamina this round, and it honestly is really good against both left and right spinning Beyblades. That rubber is hard enough to deal some good damage, and as you can see, Fafnir Volcano out of stamina. So Vanish Fafnir getting another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing in the stadium. And once again, Vanish Fafnir finishing this battle off with a ring out finish. On that drift driver, it'll either go in the center or go around with lots of crazy speed, and at the time it did go around, it managed to get a ring out. So Vanish Fafnir, now with 3 points, will be moving on. And now it's time for round 3 of the quarterfinals. We have Psycho Sam's Brave Ragnarok going against T-Bird Brothers King Longinus. So this will be a pretty cool battle. Both are opposite spin. Let's see how it goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, battle starts with some intense clashes. And Brave Ragnarok going around with some intense movements. Now, we're going to have to check the replay to see if that was a burst in the pocket or before though. And after checking that replay, it was pretty obvious that it was a burst in pocket. So Brave Ragnarok getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing once again. Brave Ragnarok with lots of intense attack power. Ooh, and after all those attacks, it seems it's going down the stamina now. King Longinus in the center. A Brave Ragnarok slowly making its way to the center. Let's see, will it go down to stamina or will there be some intense attacks? Will be Brave Ring absorb spin? We'll just have to see. Ooh, some good attacks. Ooh, and Brave Ragnarok getting that with some intense attacks at the start of the battle and some good stamina at the end of it, getting another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Brave Ragnarok on that spinning rampage, hid in the pocket though, recovering, and just hid in the pocket, sent it straight at King Longinus, getting a ring out. So Brave Ragnarok moving on with 3 points. And now it's time for the 4th round of the quarterfinals. We have Union Kel's Emperor Fornius going up against Gabriel Ian's Mirage Helios. So let's see how this battle goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both these Beyblades are opposite spin of each other. Emperor Fornius hopping around. But as we've seen, it does pretty well. We're going to have to see how it does against Mirage Helios though. Mirage Helios can absorb spin with that rubber. It might be at a disadvantage for Emperor Fornius. So we'll just have to see. Going down the stamina, and ooh, that seems like Emperor Fornius just slightly got that extra momentum of spin and managed to get that. So Emperor Fornius surprisingly getting another 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing in the stadium. Emperor Fornius hopping around with those attacks. And surprisingly, for being a Beyblade that is 3 generations old, I'm pretty sure, it is doing pretty well. I'd be surprised if it made it to the finals, but the fact that it made it this far is impressive. Going down the stamina now. Still pretty good spin, and yep, this time Mirage Helios getting that so it can get some points. Mirage Helios getting that right there. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, battle starting off with some intense clashes. Emperor Fornius dealing lots of them. Mirage Helios in the center, absorbing those attacks. Emperor Fornius doing pretty well. Ooh, running out of stamina though, it seems. Yep, some scrapage and, yep, out of stamina right there. So, Mirage Helios getting another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, battle starting off with some good attacks. Emperor Fornius on Destroy Dash is pretty wild, but managing to deal some good attacks, but Mirage Helios is just absorbing them. Going down to stamina, Emperor Fornius looking a little low, and there it goes. So Mirage Helios 2 getting that. Now with 3 points, moving on to the semifinals. And with that battle out of the way, we are now in the semifinals. 8 Beyblades entered, and now only 4 are left. We're on our way to the final round. And now it's time for the semifinals. Round 1, we have Sebastian Ezra's World Spriggan going up against Gabriel Ian's Vanish Fafnir. Ready? Ooh, as the battle starts, Vanish Fafnir making some contact. World Spriggan did scrape a little bit, but then Vanish Fafnir went into the pocket, so that means World Spriggan will begin the first point. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, World Spriggan and Vanish Fafnir both scraping a little. Now after hitting the walls and scraping, both are a little low on stamina, going back and forth at each other. The barrier is not really affecting Vanish Fafnir. Vanish Fafnir is able to make contact with the World Layer. Both fighting, going down to stamina. This will be a close one. Let's see who gets the Survivor finish, and... ooh, it goes to Vanish Fafnir. So Vanish Fafnir will be getting its first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, once again, both Beyblades landing, and once again, some scrapage, and the Drift Driver going crazy, which leads to Vanish Fafnir going into the pocket. So World Spriggan getting another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing in the stadium. Barrier is out, countering Vanish Fafnir's Spin Steal. Alright, not a lot of contact. The barrier is helping World Spriggan, but slowing it down though. Alright, now the layers are making contact. Teams are going down to stamina. Let's see who gets this. Both have been doing pretty good with stamina lately, but this will be a hard to see battle. Very close. Let's see. Will they counter each other, or will one Beyblade move on? Ooh, Vanish Fafnir still spinning. So actually, that now means both Beyblades have 2 points each. Winner of the next round will be moving on to the finals. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright. Both Beyblades landing. Alright, so honestly, we couldn't see who just got that, so we will have to watch the replay. But Vanish Fafnir scraping, hitting World Spriggan into the pocket before it self-KO'd. That is a close one. Whoever got the ring out first is the winner, so we're going to have to see. And after checking that replay, you can see that World Spriggan just barely managed to go into the pocket a little bit after Vanish Fafnir did. So World Spriggan, now having 3 points, will be moving on to the final round. And now for the second round of the semifinals, we have Psycho Sam's Brave Ragnarok going up against Gabriel Ian's Mirage Helios. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, both make contact and Mirage Helios reflect Brave Ragnarok's attacks, and Mirage Helios will be getting them. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, this time the battle is the opposite of the last time. Okay, so the battle is the opposite. This time, Brave Ragnarok getting a ring out, so both now having 1 point each. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades landing in the stadium. Ooh, some good attacks, and now they're just going back and forth. Mirage Helios getting a ring out. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, hitting the pocket but recovering. Brave Ragnarok managed to survive that. Ooh, some good attacks. Rubber attacking rubber, they're just bouncing back at each other. They're also 3-bladed, so some intense clashes. Now going down to stamina. Ooh, this will be a close one. And Brave Ragnarok still spinning. So the Dimension Dash Driver is doing pretty well with this Brave Ragnarok combo. Both now have 2 points, and just like the last round, winner of the next round moves on. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, battle starts with Mirage Helios just knocking Brave Ragnarok into the pocket. So yep, how it goes is they went back and forth, and Mirage Helios getting 3 points will be moving on to the final. And after 16 Beyblades entered the stadium, we went down to 8-4, and now the final 2. So for the final round of this CBT, we have Sebastian Ezra's World Spriggan going up against Gabriel Ian's Mirage Helios. These Beyblades have dominated the competition. It was very close for them to lose at any moment, but they surpassed the competition. And now the final round where they battle for the title of champion of CBT 39. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both Beyblades landing in the stadium. Mirage Helios in the center, World Spriggan going around. The 2D barriers making contact with the 2D or the 2B chassis. Alright, so both Beyblades making contact. We have World Spriggan 2D bearing going against Mirage Helios 2 with Metal Chip Core, 2B, and the Rise Driver. Let's see how it goes. They're countering each other and absorbing spin. Down to stamina, and World Spriggan getting the first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, battle starting with World Spriggan scraping, but that scrapage did turn into an attack. So that was a pretty intense attack, both now in the center fighting. And World Spriggan did get the first point. Will that be the decider of this battle? Who knows? Let's just see how Mirage Helios does against World Spriggan, the counter combo. Absorbing spin, going down to stamina. It is a close round, and ooh, World Spriggan getting another point, outspinning Mirage Hyperion. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, battle starting off with World Spriggan. Barrier out. We have the 2B chassis making contact with the 2D chassis. Layers making contact now. Barrier slowly going in. Going down to stamina, and it'll be another survivor finish battle. Mirage Helios already looking a little wobbly. World Spriggan is a really overpowered counter combo. So if Mirage Helios wants to get this, it'll have to keep on spinning, and it is not able to. So World Spriggan, after getting tons of survivor finishes this CBT, is now having 3 points and has become the champion. So congrats Sebastian Ezra and World Spriggan. So the winning combo is World Spriggan 2D bearing, and honestly, World with 2B and opposite spin is a really overpowered combo. So this combo did great. It was very close in lots of rounds. You didn't see it, but this Beyblade drawed against opponents tons of times. If we didn't cut those out, this video would probably be 10 times longer, mainly because of just this combo. It's such a good counter combo, and it definitely won this CBT. So congrats Sebastian Ezra and World Spriggan, champions of CBT 39. And once again, thank you everybody else for participating in this CBT. But that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Way of the Bay.